Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look at the CKF Tractor, however you want to pronounce that. This is a big boy, and before we go ahead and get into it, please like the video, please subscribe, please follow the Instagram and like the Facebook page. Alright, so this, like I said, is large and in charge. It's not small at all. We'll do a couple size comparisons, that way you can kind of get an idea. This is a XM18 3.5 inch. Yeah, so you need to realize how large it is. It is pretty big. It is very unique on top of that. Strider S&G, if you also want another one to compare it to. Let's do two common ones that most people either have or know of, can kind of compare. The 940, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do the Shaman, however you care. There you go. And there's that. It is not small. It is large in every category. Got a large blade with 3 different finishes on it, which some people hate, some people love. It is what it is. A removable zirconium thumb stud. Got a flipper right here. Very hidden. Very good action dropping shut. Part of that is because the blade is thick. It's a thick boy too. So there's that, and then here's your normal XM18 3.5 inch thickness overall. There's quite a bit difference overall, period. So we got zirconium and multiple spots here. Believe that all these, specifically the back spacer, which you can change out. They do give you a 1-piece back spacer if you really want one. And then superconductor, which is also very unique, rare, and expensive. That's really all I have to say. I mean, there's not really much I can say about this one. This is going to be definitely a shorter review. It is going to be M398, so it's going to be more on the longevity slicing side, even more than just normal M390. There is slight double clutch or slight drop. It is not past the detent right here, but once you get past it, it drops pretty easily. So one thing, because of all these extra pieces, you just gotta pay attention, because sometimes if you're not careful, this screw in particular, when grasping it, can over time become loose. That did happen to me. Oh, and the titanium is crystallized titanium, if you were curious. But yeah, this is just a unique knife. This is not one I can recommend to anybody unless it piques your interest. That's just flat out the reality of it. This is not something, if you like big, large, weird knives that are thick and heavy, because this is 13 ounces, I believe. This is almost a whole pound, which is ridiculous. But yeah, if you're okay with a large blade that's heavy in your pocket, then go for it. If you want something that's unique as a conversation starter, this will start a conversation. You whip this out to open up a bag of chips, and someone's gonna be like, "What the heck did you just bring? What is that? Where it's from?" Yeah. I mean, the amount of angles just on the blade, 2 holes here. It's just wild. It just is what it is. I will give them props. Custom Knife Factory. It has good action. other than the fact that this is where your finger has to be, and then it takes a second for it to drop, but once it does drop, it's solid. But yeah, I think this is gonna be one of my shortest reviews because I can't say much about it. Like, it's quality, it's well done, right? Even the clip is well done. Like, they did this right here so your pants can go underneath. It has pretty good depth to it, you know. You can put pretty sizable thick pants through it. It is surprisingly ergonomic, and you can choke up here. Like, the actual design of it overall is great. Like, it's well done. It's just weird. Like, it's just kind of strange. It's nothing that I would sit here and be like, yeah, you need this. Certain person needs it. This is just a weird piece. It's just a weird piece, and I'm okay with that. I like that it's a weird piece. I think it's interesting. I have some weird pieces in my collection. I think this is probably one of the weirder ones. Not necessarily like, just in general. Like, it. Like, if I had more to say, like, then great, I would add it. But yeah, there's like, I mean, just because this is big does not mean it's heavier duty than other folders. It's just not the case. What makes, just like every folder, what really makes this not stronger than any other folder is the lock bar relief right here, this cut. In fact, this cut is thinner and more, not dainty, but just not as robust. There it is. It's not as robust as even knives in my collection that are smaller knives. Therefore, in a way, this might be even weaker because you have a heavier blade on a smaller, thinner cutout. It might be like a tiny bit difference, not noticeable, but at the end of the day, yeah, this is big. Yeah, this can take abuse. In fact, I'll be honest with you, as long as all the pressure, because that's a pretty big stop, and this is pretty thick right there, and it wraps around it. So as long as all the force is going this way towards the back, this way, and onto that stop pin and whatnot, it'll do just fine. When you have spine pressure is when lock bars are the most affected. So yeah, that's really, I'm gonna make this a nice short one for you guys. That's it. I mean, that's just how it is. I don't have anything negative to say about them at all, or about this blade. No blade play, just like the beginning. No issues with the thumb stud, no issues with the flipping. No, like, that's the only issue I really have, to be frank with you, is that. That's the only actual glaring issue with the knife. That's just easy to point out, straightforward. The rest is just, it's a crazy, weird design. Like, there's design flaws into this, just simply by the way it is. Thick, yeah, this is very thick right here. Thick behind the edge right there. Thinner here, right? But, like, there are so many better slicers out there, and you're not going to be getting this for it to be a slicer. You just aren't. So it's just weird, odd. Yeah, that's really it. I don't have much else to say. If you like weird, large knives, get it. Because it's weird, it's large, and it's fun. Sometimes that's just how that goes. That's just how some of this all goes. Yeah, okay. Either way, I don't have any more else to say. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Please follow Instagram and like the Facebook page. And I will see you guys in the next one.